And you want to know something even crazier is that in New York City, a lot of these anti-vax, there are a bunch of anti-vax passport protests that if you've been watching in New York City,
Mhm.
and it's mostly black people that are marching in those.
Man, there's a dark history there with vaccination.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like this whole like it's actually reshaping my outlook on BLM because like before the pandemic hit, I was pretty indifferent to it. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying Black Lives Matter. The black people have had a history of being treated like shit by the financial system and by police officers. Like, we should fix this. 100%, no doubt about that. Yeah, you should protest. Go. If you don't feel like this country has really served you, you go. You take a knee. You do whatever you want to do that makes you express yourself as well as you can. Right? It's all about it. And then all of a sudden, 2020 hits, you get a lockdown, and then all of a sudden, these same people were like destroying small businesses after they've been like shut down because of the virus. And everything was getting, and everything that they were doing was getting completely hyped up by like big tech and big media and Hollywood and every major institution. And, you know, you're not the resistance if these people are hyping you up this much. You are actually the establishment. So I just felt like there was something very dark. There was some very dark undertones of what this movement was, and it was not about helping Black people. It was about destabilizing the country. It was about destroying small businesses. About making people afraid to voice their own opinions because they didn't want to get attacked by a mob. And it was also designed to like undermine the the election in the middle of an election year. And and they succeeded in doing all of that. And so I looked at BLM a lot differently. But now that they're like protesting, or some of these leaders are protesting the vax mandates and the vax passports, like I'm starting to like, I really like that about them. You know, it makes me
Well,
like want to be more supportive because they're doing
I think you're seeing the original things that you initially kind of agreed with, right? And it's like
that.
all
Yeah,
movements. When movements start to gain traction and get bigger, grifters come along and attach themselves to it. And that's what you see, right? By the time it's on CNN and Fox News, it's already been, taken hostage by grifters that want to use these movements for their own benefit and take away from what the initial desired path was from people who are really trying to make change and solve problems that are affecting communities. And now that